Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Sci-Fi Sunday on this channel where we talk about all things sci-fi and fantasy related. And it is the Halloween season. I thought we would take a look at some of the fairy tale and fantasy related public domain horror movies coming up. So let's jump right into it. So doing our video yesterday actually alerted me to just how many of these little fantasy public domain things are going on. So I wanted to take a look at some that are kind of out there now, and mainly the ones that are coming up. So we're going to talk about those. First up, we have to talk about this Piglet movie that's coming up because it's not part of the Pooniverse, but it is actually part of its own universe. And this is important because this is kind of straying from the whole Winnie the Pooh to give Piglet the sort of leading role. And I have to say the mask looks an awful lot like the one from Blood and Honey. Now, I don't know if that's a mask that is just readily available or if they just took the mask that was from that movie, but it is by different people. And this movie has a trailer out already. If you get a chance to check the trailer out, I highly recommend it. The movie looks insane, and it's one that I'm probably most excited on our list today to actually see, mainly because I like the concept behind this film, being that it is sort of a more traditional looking horror film based on the trailer. But the other movies we're going to talk about here are equally as important. But starting with the Piglet movie. The description of this movie is as follows. And this comes to us from Bloody Disgusting. Coming soon from the ITN Studios is the slasher movie Piglet, the latest twisted take on a public domain character from the Pooh universe. And we've got a trailer for you this afternoon. So then, of course, that has the trailer, but you should be able to find it anywhere you're looking now. For clarity, this is not part of the Winnie the Pooh public domain universe known as the Pooniverse, which began with Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Same idea, different team. It says in the upcoming slasher film, on Kate's 21st birthday camping trip, her and her friends encounter Piglet, a monstrous human-pig hybrid who brutally murders one of them. They uncover Piglet's origins, and Kate must confront her past to survive the relentless killer. Now, the film looks like it's pretty insane. They do have that trailer out. If you get a chance, check it out. Then we're going to move on because we do know that in the Pooniverse, you're getting the Peter Pan horror movie. And the Peter Pan horror movie is entitled Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. And it does have a trailer out there you can check out as well. There is also Bambi the Reckoning, which is going to be coming out soon too. Then you have Pinocchio Unstrung. And of course, we've already talked about Screamboat, which says it debuts in theaters with a stream on August 21st. Now, if that was true, I would already have seen this movie and actually given you my review, but unfortunately, that is just not the truth. The movie hasn't premiered yet and actually is not scheduled to premiere until January 24th of 2025. It has had a couple release date changes. I even read one where it was talking about it possibly coming out on January 1st of 2025. But as of right now, the release date is scheduled for January 24th of 2025. And I think that this movie is going to be good. This is the one Steamboat Willie movie that I'm actually very excited for over all of the other ones. And that last one we talked about in the last video was actually one that I am excited to see as well. But this one promises to be the absolute crazy one that you definitely need to check out. So I am glad to know that it is still coming out, because with all of the release date changes, sometimes you do have to worry, but the release date is now just around the corner. So you definitely need to make sure you're checking that one out when it happens, because we will be checking it out and we will give you our review of the movie as soon as we see it. And you're not going to want to miss that. Then we have Sleeping Beauty's Massacre, retitled Ouija Castle, for video on demand release this week, and that was 1 month ago. I haven't seen this movie come out yet. I haven't really noticed this movie, maybe because it did get that title change, because this was one I was going to look for. So I'll look for it and I'll try to find out and watch it and give you a review. Next up, you have The Ugly Stepsister. And again, this is from Bloody Disgusting. Cinderella's stepsister Elvira gets her own horror movie. Now, I don't remember her name ever being Elvira, but okay. A horror movie centered on Cinderella's stepsister is also coming soon. The feature debut of Emily Blichfeld. The film is entitled The Ugly Stepsister, and Variety reports that Memento International is kicking off sales in Cannes this May. Variety details, combining comedy and horror, the film is daring and expected to take on the world-famous tale seen through the eyes of Cinderella's stepsister Elvira. It says the gory film follows Elvira as she battles to compete with her insanely beautiful stepsister in a kingdom where beauty is a brutal business. She will go to any lengths to catch the prince's eye. It goes on to say, with this beauty horror, I want to seduce the audience into a girl dreaming of marrying the prince fairy tale before revealing its true and raw insides, said the director. It's time the ugly stepsister's story is lifted from the shadows of Cinderella and cultivated as the iconic feminist narrative of the tyranny of beauty that it is. So, those are the movies that are coming out, and I kind of wanted to talk to you a little bit about them. Now, the Piglet one, I think, is going to be kind of amazing. It's not set in the Poonaverse, which could actually hurt it. However, it also might be a good thing, because taking Piglet and giving him his own series is rather exciting, and I definitely look forward to seeing what they're going to do with Piglet in his own universe, as opposed to getting to see Piglet just randomly be Winnie the Pooh's companion, Winnie the Pooh's minion. I think that having him be his own entity and be able to carry a movie himself, if they could pull it off, is going to be a lot of fun. That looks to be the one I'm looking forward to the most. Now, of course, some of these movies have come out already, and we'll have to check them out and give you our review. But in terms of The Ugly Stepsister, I have not heard of this one coming out. I am quite curious about this movie, a movie told from the perspective of the ugly stepsister. And if you know the original Grimm's fairy tale, it really is kind of out there. The original Grimm's fairy tale has such gory things as them actually cutting off their feet, cutting off their toes so that they can fit into these glass slippers and potentially win the prince's heart. Now, that's kind of gross and horrible, but that was the original Grimm's fairy tale. It was so much more gory than what you knew. And I think movies like this that kind of take back that public domain horror character and allow us to see something from a more horrific point of view is quite interesting. The Piglet one does seem really insane, though. That one I'm definitely going to have to check out. And The Ugly Stepsister I'm going to have to check out. But that's where I'm going to leave you guys, because I want to know if you've seen any of these movies that have come out already, or if you noticed they came out yet at all. If you did, what did you think about them? Are they worth watching? Are they exciting? Are they horrific? And then the Piglet movie. How excited are you to see Piglet get his own movie? Even if it is not set in the Pooh universe that we know so far, if it's its own universe movie with a different Piglet altogether, it's just wearing the same mask. What do you think of that entire situation? Do you think that that's going to be cool? And then the Ugly Stepsister. How excited are you to see this Ugly Stepsister movie? I think that this one could be something really fun. But like I said, that's where I'm going to leave you. I want to hear from you guys. As always, we want to know what you guys think. Make sure you're leaving us that comment in the comment box below. Make sure you share this video with all of your friends. They're going to want to be a part of this crazy conversation as well. And then don't forget to hit that like button. It's free. It helps the channel. We really do appreciate it. Then Miko says we need more subscribers. And look at this face. You don't want to disappoint Miko. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell while you're down there so you don't miss a single video we do. Then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.